Good afternoon. My name is Master Warrant Officer Davis, and I will be showing you how to form your beret. So, in most corps for Army cadets, you'll have two berets. You'll have your parade one, and you will have your field one. Your parade one is usually worn when you are on your parade square or during ceremonies while wearing your C1 dress. Field beret is worn on things such as field exercises or when you're wearing your field training uniform like I am now. So, I'll be forming one beret because both berets are formed the same way. What you will need is the beret you're going to be forming. You will need warm water. Ensure that it is not hot or cold because these are made out of wool. If the water is too hot, the material might shrink and it may no longer fit your head. If it's too cold, it won't be able to loosen up the wool enough so it won't be able to form properly on your head. So I have this little plastic container. I'm going to take my cap brass out for right now because I don't want to get it wet. And I'm just going to fold it and just soak it into the warm water, okay? So just make sure you get all of it. And I'm going to wring it out. Make sure there's not excess water. All right, then I'm going to look for where the cap brass spot was. I'm gonna put it back in so it can help me figure out where I need to put it. And I'm going to put this on my head, and you're going to line up the cap brass with your left eye. Make sure there's about 2 finger lengths of space between your eyebrow and the beret. Come closer. What you are going to do is you're going to line this up, line that up. You're going to grab behind the cap brass and you're going to pull on your right side here, and you're just gonna pat it all the way down. Make sure you really put some force into it. And this side should stay right here, and you'll notice that it'll start to slope down over your ear. That means you're doing real good. All right, and you want to grab here because you want this little dip here. It's called a trench in your beret. It looks so much nicer when you do that. All right. Now, obviously, it's still wet, so you will need some time to do this because after you formed it, that looks pretty good. You're going to want to let it sit for a bit so it can dry, and then that way it'll stay formed just like that. All right. I recommend forming your beret at least once a week. So same with polishing your boots. So maybe you could do it at the same time. You could form your beret, and then while it's drying, you could polish your boots. But for aftercare, some people have mannequin heads at their house. I do not. But I'm just going to use a cap that I know fits my head well. And I'm going to put the beret front facing over the cap. This way, when it's not in use, the beret will remain formed to the size of my head. All right?